What other reasons might there be that someone would run? In that jury room, there were several different people. They said, well, somebody could be scared. Somebody could be fearful of their life. Somebody could, especially as an African-American man, like we still have issues in this country. I mean, listen, we talked about the cases. He talked about he believed he was hunted down like Ahmaud Arbery. He talked about the George Floyd and being taken into custody in an unfortunate situation happens like Sandra Bland. He talked about that in his testimony. We still have work to do. Now, the state, he also testified that he set up a GoFundMe account, that there was a GoFundMe account set up, and that he was trying to get a lawyer. Then he said, well, couldn't you just call one of your lawyers? Just because you have a lawyer on one matter, this is common sense. Use your common sense. Just because you have a lawyer on one matter does not impute an obligation for them to accept you on another matter. That's just common sense. He called lawyers. They told him $50,000 to $140,000. That was the testimony in this case. So just having a lawyer available doesn't mean you have the resources to get one. He was scared. He talked about that fear. So the consciousness of guilt stuff, that's a distraction. That's simply a distraction. If he's not charged with, just running. He's charged in this case with murder. If you want to charge him with battery, go ahead. You want to charge him with obstruction or whatever you feel like the appropriate charge is for not being available or turning yourself in for 6 months, do so. It's not murder. You got video evidence to make that decision on. Thank God for video. Look where Mr. Edgecomb is when there is video. He's still sitting here. That's why he's so nervous on this stand. He thought that the video itself should be enough. You see it with officers all the time. I thought it was a gun. It turned out to be a cell phone. But we understand, it was reasonable fear. Oh, he looked like he was reaching for something. It's the same law. It's reasonable. It's still the perception that Mr. Edgecomb had. Now, I'm gonna wrap this up. Frederick Douglass once said, in a composite nation like ours, as before the law, there should be no rich, no poor, no high, no low, no white, no black, but common country, common citizenship, equal rights, and a common destiny. And here we are, members of the jury, still embarked on that destiny. Mr. Edgecomb has accepted responsibility for his actions. We told you, he wasn't supposed to have a gun. He pled guilty to bail jumping. He took responsibility so that you guys wouldn't have to start your year off having to decide something that he needs to take responsibility for. He punched the guy. If he got charged with that, you're right. He should be charged with simple battery. He fled for 6 months. He provided his explanation for it. It wasn't because of what you've seen in that video. Any reasonable person would be fearful under those circumstances. Those are all true. But ladies and gentlemen of the jury, those are not charges that Mr. Edgecomb is facing. The charges that's going to be on the form that you're given is going to be murder. And a whole different multitude of degrees of murder. And you got to go through that. That's what's on your verdict form. And that's why you need to find him not guilty, because they have not proven this case. Mr. Edgecomb is no murderer. He's a very soft-spoken, scared individual. Members of the jury, I want you to look at Mr. Edgecomb.
Objection, Your Honor.
Well, let's wrap this up. We're at about an hour and a half. The jury's had plenty of time to look at the defendant. Let's just finish with a couple sentences or whatever, counsel, and let's be done, okay? Please.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Edgecomb is no murderer. What he is, he's a survivor. He's a man who has already taken responsibility for any wrongs related to this incident, but today you decide, is he an imperfect person? The answer is yes, he's imperfect. But is he a violent, heartless, cold-blooded murderer? Absolutely not. Members of the jury, as the great Willie Geary often said, you have the power You have the power, members of the jury. You can see wrong, and you can make it right. You can see suffering, and you can stop it. Members of the jury, Attorney Huebner is going to come again, another great attorney. He's going to talk about the rest of his arguments. Use your common sense. You didn't check it in when you came in this building. Use your common sense. And if upon doing so and applying the law to the facts, there will be only one just verdict in this case on all counts that have been on that verdict form. And that verdict, members of the jury, is not guilty. Thank you.